My name is Brahma Kamoko, aka Buko Banku. Keep watching Emmanuel TV. It's the best solution of the country. Okay. I, Banku, fresh. This is Emmanuel TV. Keep watching me, YouTube and everywhere. Say Banku about.
Yes, our girls are ready. Ghana versus Namibia. Nyame Atomochna, 1st December 2023, 3:30 p.m. Nora Hauptle'S Akasa. Omayo last training session. Ebekwa kwhwe videos ni nyina. Na answer ma no subscribe to channel na for me. Post notification bell ya to mano mi aso na fa to all. O likes any odo e de ma black queens hu hia yi pa. Enti bo modi aso be like video no share to other social media platforms. So description box no mu WhatsApp link in them. Drop your decent comment. Our comment box. Nyame adom ochna may announce top commenter no. Kwadwa Asante Solomon eni medine. Me pa cho my main camfo Henran Trading Enterprise in Fema Wate. Obeba be Black Queens videos yi ni nyina no Henran Trading Enterprise adaroma. Waso pese unyenyu bebre e uti so wa pampemu wa fofon ho wa bodwese wa no ho o skin color pese toso na fa ujumedi bia odine so ho kan titimi ye pe dia. And one Henran Trading Enterprise. Young the Black Queens of Ghana on the last training session ahead of Game Ochna or Namibia former at the Bahrain Thompson. Enti senior show mu training no Nora Hauptle'S even before the training no pre-match conference echo so wa kyerɛkyerɛ nneɛma how optimistic are we say Ghana yebetumi asedi nkudima fa Namibia so we first leg second leg never so Namibia 3 o'clock 5th December Nigeria for and we win Quebec by 5 goals to niti guess kwan bia so no Ghana yenso yewie Namibia for nyame atoma ochna Nora Hauptle'S Ghana for show sign etio yenkwe.
Tomorrow it's our first leg for the WAFCON qualifiers. So we had a good trainings week. We have all the players in, fresh and ready. And yeah, we are looking forward to put a good performance on the pitch tomorrow. It's always in these qualifying games when it's all or nothing. Sometimes maybe it's not about the most beautiful game. It's just about to win it, to bring the result in, and we are fully convinced and determined to fulfill our job. Thank you.
So the floor is open for questioning. If you have questions for the coach first, and then we can also redirect it to Jennifer Kujo, our assistant captain.
Sahara football. Coach, the last time Ghana took part in the WAFCON, the Women's AFCON in 2018, this is the last 2 editions. Is there added pressure on you because we need to be there? Can't miss it for the 3rd time. Is there added pressure on you?
Well, pressure is a privilege, no? And so I don't see this in any case negative. I also don't judge over the past. I have not been here. So I just look forward and I look on my squad, on the players we have in. So we are full of energy. We are, as I told you, very determined. So we set clear targets in our mission Volta, and the first big target is to qualify for the WAFCON, and we are convinced and full of energy to fulfill this first goal.
Please, any more questions? All right.
I'm Francis from Ghana News Agency. I watched Namibia against Gambia, and they were really good when it comes to the way you play. Going into tomorrow's game, how prepared is your team?
Well, it's good. You should be an opponent analyst when you work yourself into the opponent. Of course, we do it as well. Our staff, our analysts, and we already had with our players a look at the opponent. Of course, we also mark certain things. They have a top striker. We know that they are very defending quite well and narrow on, let's say, in the lines, maybe not between the lines, and then they work on transitions. So for this, we always create solutions, but the nearer we go to the game, we focus on us, on our principles, on our performance, and what do we need to deliver. And then I think we are in fully control of the game.
All right, questions?
Coach, my name is David. Mr. Passport.
Hello.
So, looking at the Namibian team, we didn't pose any threats to the side. Looking at how your team has fared throughout the qualifying series.
Now you need to tell me again, if they cause us, I didn't understand.
Any threats to your team, looking at how you've performed so far and how they also play their game.
Yes, as I told you, we clearly look at the opponent. We have a high respect always. They are, have a very good age structure also in the team. They have a more experienced player than we have. We have a young and wild troop with some experienced players, which structure also with our young players. But I'm pretty convinced of our strengths. I think we performed well in the last games. We are working hard on our performance, but also on our values. So how this team is developing, I'm very proud of them. And tomorrow we focus on us, and it's not on the opponent we focus first.
And finally, looking at how the team has been performing so far, there seems to be a certain hype around the team. Has it gotten to the girls, their heads, and do you think it will have any effect on the game tomorrow?
Well, you need to ask Jennifer. No, I think at the moment I have the feeling we are very earth-taken. We are on the ground with our feet. We are very focused. We know that the mental attitude tomorrow, this belongs also to our determination values, needs to be positive, fortitude. We together fixed some values, and we said we are willing to go until the end, and this is very important tomorrow. That in football it can happen a lot of things, but how is our mindset? Are we willing to run the extra mile? Are we willing to fight for each other? Are we in a positive support to each other? I think we discuss always those things, and I believe deeply when this attitude is right set, then our performance also will follow this way.
Question.
Coach, my name is Asante.
Hello.
We have played 10 matches and Ghana is competing. How do you feel as a coach, and also any injury situation in Ghana?
Yes, only 9 we play. Don't make us bigger than we are. No, you're right. Well, this is already past. At the moment, we are not counting numbers or anything on this. I think we are a very hungry team, that we all the time want to screw on our performance. There are all the time things we can develop. Today we had a video. Yes, we looked at our defense shape, and so we all the time work to get better. I think this is our attitude, how we are, and we don't fly too high and count numbers or goals or whatever. And of course we try to hold the 0 behind tomorrow too.
Any injury situation?
Excuse me?
Any injuries in Ghana?
I don't.
Injuries.
Injuries? No, we are all top fit and ready.
Yeah.
Coach, how does the introduction of Comfort in your team add up to the defensive style?
Again, sorry, I cannot hear. It's the air climate.
How does the introduction of Comfort add up to the defensive style of your team?
Which player?
Comfort.
Comfort, the young Comfort. Now I got you, sorry. Look, we are not a team that announce single players, or we don't talk about single players at the moment. One of our values is that we have a good teamwork, team spirit. We always include domestic players, especially also young players. It's not only Comfort, it's also Stella, for example. And for me, they are the future of Ghana. And when they are ready to perform, then we take them in our squad. They need to learn still a lot, but they need to be ready to perform on this international level. And of course, we watch a lot the under-20, the Ampem Darkora Champions League appearance, and watch and follow their performances. And when they are ready now, exactly for this camp, then we invite them.
It seems you already have a fan base in Ghana. Going into tomorrow's game, what should we expect from you?
Well, it's great to hear. Thank you. I'm very humble, and thank you for the support. Tomorrow, I know it's a holiday, so I hope not everybody's travel out of the city, that everybody's travel into our stadium. Yes, I think we deserve this attention, and we need also this energy and spirit, because it's home game and we have then a long travel for the away leg. So yes, I hope everybody's coming to the stadium and will support us.
Okay, please. Now we invite questions for our deputy captain, Jennifer. Yeah, you can shoot it.
You want me to speak in?
No, it's fine. Yes.
All right, so we invite questions for our deputy captain. Questions? Yeah, yours.
Looking at the team missing out on last edition of the Women's AFCON, what's the conversations like in camp to make sure this time around you're able to qualify and not just do well, but possibly win the trophy for Ghana?
I think a few of us, we haven't been into the WAFCON before. This will be my first time, so the conversation is always like, what does it look like to be there? What it would look like to be able to actually perform and qualify again, because it's been a long time. So it's conversation that it keeps coming up, every time. But I feel like everybody knows why we are here. We've been out for a long time, and this is the time that we can use this opportunity to get back into the African again. And so everybody it's just like a normal conversation that goes on every time. People wants to be there because it's everybody's goal. Yeah.
Looking at how things are going, do you think you guys have a point to prove to Ghanaians?
I think in every athlete you have a point to prove every single day. Whether it's training, whether it's games, it's you and your country and your families. So there's never a day that you wake up and it's like it's just easy day. We believe in ourselves and we challenge each other every single day. So as much as it shows that we have a point to prove, but we also believe that we've done a lot. The last few months we've stepped up, every single game. And if people have watched, they can see the progression that is coming in every single game. So we take everything that comes out of every challenge. But at the end of the day, we prove ourselves every single day. Yeah.
So, Jennifer, will you be astonished if Ghana couldn't qualify for the AFCON? Will be a surprise?
Yeah, I think it will be surprised. Even for me personally, I think it will be surprised. I feel like we have the amazing talent in our country. Individual players are great. As a group, collective, we are also great. Like she said, it's all come down to determination. This game is going to be who wants it more, who wants to actually step up and do the job. It's not about Namibia being Namibia or Ghana. Like, people know Ghana. We've shown up to the world. So it's in our own hands to be able to deliver. And if you don't deliver, we have to blame ourselves. We can't blame anyone. So I believe that it will be really tough if we don't qualify. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so if there are no more questions, then we thank you very much for your time. You have a question? All right, let's take that one.
I had to lose a game under Coach Hauptle'S. I hope I pronounced it right.
we can still train a bit.
I had to lose a game under Coach, and I want to know how are you able to maintain that form going into every game? Is there ever a moment where you think today could be the day we lose for the first time? How do girls maintain that mentality?
I think losing, even though nobody want to lose, but I think it's also a test and it's also a growth for a team. If losing happen, we're not saying that we want to lose, but if it comes, maybe it's a way for us to look at ourselves in the picture and be like, okay, what did we do wrong? But we look at every single game and we know we want to win. Even our last game, when people will see that even when it gets tougher and stuff, we still step up because we know what we want. So we don't really want to be out and be like, we're going to lose. If we lose, we're just going to definitely take it hard and look at ourselves and do what but we're going for the win. So for that one, yeah.
All right.
The conversation has shifted from they've not lost any game to they've not conceded any goal yet. How are you going to protect that bragging rights for us, the fans?
I wouldn't say it's a bragging like this. I think people need to understand that the game is changing so much and the game is big and we can go undefeated and then, you can still not play good. You can score 1 or 2 goals every game and play better. I think the most important thing is we work on defense so much, and I think that's one bigger thing. I personally, I'm always want people to defend because we know you can score so much, but if you have a good defense, you win championships. So that's a bigger piece for us that it keeps us going. Even when we're not scoring, we know you're not coming to get through it. So we were just not gonna allow you to come into our home and then destroy it. We're ready to defend our home until we can't do it anymore. Yeah.
And see our comment box no no in Cransha Semben and Adibama the Black Queens for Chidawadjane ye ko game mu prediction saying said ye ma Black Stars no me patch emphasis dona so ma emano isan so emano kama ye ni JSM emano nti ye ni bibia se ye beka se ye ma ne so support ti ye nya ne kama mo mo ta chire odwumedi kase mu in my next presentation me sama mo special shout out but obi se mo lo mu ni mo Bernarda Boss Bank mo chikata edu mo nyina mo bipwangum e ma comment box no ye defend Daniel mo yakopon hira mo nyina na onye mo kese samo ye boa ene ma mo kra mama BTV mo kwame esedu na edit videos no Dominic any designing time boss no papa